Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another Let's Trek Together video. So today we are slack packing over the entire Wildcats, Carter Dome, and the rest of that mountain chain. We are going to do a 21 mile today, and then we are going to get back on the road tomorrow and make our way to Maine. So let's go. So if you remember from a few weeks ago, a friend named Spin Cycle helped us out back in Lyme, New Hampshire, and he actually had a contact in the area. Her name is Kaya. She started the trail around the same time he did. We never met her, but she lives around the Mount Washington area, and she is slack packing us today, and we get to stay with her, and she's the sweetest girl in the world, and she is helping us not destroy our knees over the Wildcats. So thank you, Kaya. Whew, so the Wildcats are just straight up. Luckily we're slack packing it, so it's not very hard on our knees or on any of our joints, but still is a very hard climb.
So it doesn't matter how much weight is in my pack. I'm still gonna sweat regardless of it. It's really warm today. The past couple days have been very warm. Good for, the camping that we'll be doing, but during the day it's surprisingly warm. I'm gonna be sweating a lot.
All right, about 300 feet to go. This is definitely the most steep climb in the White so far. Okay, so you can actually see where we were about an hour ago. There's Pink and Notch down there. It is so tiny, and all the cars look like ants. Okay, I'm gonna say the Wildcats are definitely the steepest section of the Whites on the Appalachian Trail. Maybe it's just because we had a day and a half off and now our legs aren't used to it, but it really does feel so steep. And you're getting no breaks. You're either going straight up or straight down. This is like the first bit of flat that we've had all day. Very glad to be slack packing this. Okay, I'm just gonna say it again and then I'm gonna shut up. The Wildcats were definitely the toughest 5 miles in the Whites, in my opinion, that we have done so far. I just really think that the incline was just never ending, and my knees are not feeling too hot right now. So we are now going down to Carter Notch Hut. That might be right, that might not be right. And then I'm pretty sure we're climbing Carter Dome and then going over Mount Moriah, and it's just a lot of climbing today, so let's go.
Hush now.
Made it to the top of Carter Dome. That was a struggle. That was a very, very hard 1 mile climb. right after doing the Wildcats. This whole 21 is hard. Can't tell if we're just tired or this is just a really hard section of trail. But let's see if we get any views. This is the top of Mount Height. You can see the entire presidential range. Beautiful. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for not filming in the second half of the day. That 21 miler was so hard. I think it was one of the longest days we've ever put in, at least with hiking. We started at 7:30 in the morning and we got done at 8:15 at night. We were hiking in the dark for all over an hour. It was tiring. It was very, very tiring. We ended up sleeping at our wonderful Trail Angels house. Thank you, Twinkle Toes, for lending us your house, lending us a bed, lending us a shower, slack packing us, just being an awesome, absolutely amazing person. Good luck in your 2021 through hike. We can't wait to follow along, cheer you on, help you out. Today we are going to take another day off because honestly the 21 killed us. Going from no miles to 21 miles, especially over the Wildcat and Carter Dome and just all those climbs just kind of killed us. So we are going to go over to Rattle River Hostel and hang out with our tramley there. There's also just a bunch of people that we've been seeing over the past month or two from through hiking that are all staying there today. So we're gonna join in on the fun, and then we are going to get back out on trail tomorrow and make our way to Bethel, Maine. We're probably gonna end the vlog once we hit the Maine border. All right, good morning, everybody. We have finally left the vortex that is known as a town, and we are on our way to Maine. So let's go. So we are leaving Gorham, New Hampshire. It was a wonderful stay. Molly and I stayed in this town way too long. We stayed a 0 after we finished the presidentials on our own in a hotel called Top Notch Inn. And then we slack packed the entire Wildcat and stayed at Rattle River Hostel for a night. So finally we're leaving. We went to Walmart. It was the last Walmart on the Appalachian Trail going northbound. And I needed a hat and I wanted to be as hiker trash as possible. So I made sure to get a female hat that had an awesome brim. Very colorful. So you're gonna see me rocking this all the way to Katahdin. We have about 12 miles to do today, and then we have 4 miles to the border. So that is what the rest of the episode is gonna look like. So let's see the views.
So today is our last full day in New Hampshire. Wow, that went fast. I cannot believe the state is almost done. 2 milestones. We hit the 1900 mile marker today, and Maine tomorrow, which is just insane. I can't believe we're under 300 miles now. Today doesn't look that bad. We're doing about 12 miles, which is an easy day for us, but I got 4 days of food worth in my pack. That's a lot, and I'm feeling nice since I haven't carried a pack in a couple days since we've been slack packing and zeroing. So it's gonna be hard. I'm sweating. It's really cold out today. Temperature dropped like 20 degrees in a day, but I think we're finally done with the warm weather. Thank God. I'd rather it be cold. Staying at the Rattle River Hostel was awesome. There were so many people there. We had this giant northbound bubble around us. I don't know how it happened, but I think there's like 12 of us now. There's a bunch, I think 6 setting out today and then 6 more setting out tomorrow. So we'll have lots of friends around us. There's some people up ahead. It's awesome. I feel like this is the most amount of people we've had in a very long time, which is weird for this section because usually this is where the bubbles start dying out a little bit. So it's awesome to be this close to the end with so many people.
Well, someone on Gut Hooks lied. They say the ascent out of Rattle River, that 3-mile ascent, was easy peasy. I mean, maybe it was, but maybe carrying 4 days worth of food made it not easy peasy. But I am tired, man. But we're getting good views up on these rock faces, so I'm not complaining. Up, got to mile 1,900. How insane. 293 more to go. I'm feeling freaking great.
Okay, hello everybody. We made it to the Genshin Pond shelter where we're having our dinner and we're camping here. It is a beautiful view from the shelter. We're actually not going to camp in the shelter because it's supposed to be cold tonight and we want to keep the heat in our tents. But we're having dinner here and it's a beautiful view, so let's check it out.
Good morning, everybody. It is freezing out this morning, like very, very cold. I think it's the coldest it's ever been out here in the woods, or at least it feels like that to me. I can't tell if I'm cold because it's cold, or I just don't have that much body fat anymore, and I'm just perpetually freezing. But today we are making it to Maine, which is very exciting, very, very, very exciting. We're about 4.5 miles away from the border, and then we will be in our last state. So let's go, let's get there. So I am excited to get to Maine because it's our last state. I guess that doesn't make me excited, but that's awesome. We made it this far. The thousands of lakes that we're gonna see, very excited for that. All the camping opportunities next to those lakes, very excited for that. I hear it is the most beautiful state on the Appalachian Trail, even though New Hampshire blew every other state out of the water. I hope Maine does that to New Hampshire. And yeah, I guess those are all the reasons.
Here we have the age-old question, do I carry more water up the hill to make sure I'm hydrated? But the more water I carry, the heavier my pack is, and the harder it's gonna be to get up the hill. I'm not gonna carry more water.
Well, our first mountain of the day, Mount Success, kicked our butt in the first half. That was some steep climbing, but it looks like we're almost at the top. Second half became a lot better. And wow, this is so beautiful. Let me turn the camera around. And we're at the top of Mount Success. And if you can see right there, those are the presidentials. And that right there, that peak right there is Mount Washington. You can kind of see the weather tower, I think. Maybe not in the camera. Okay, so we dropped our packs. We're going backwards. We're southbound on the AT because apparently Kyle really wants to see this plane crash that happened on the top of Mount Success. So we are going to see if we can find it. Well, that's the cockpit right there. That's really cool. And there's more stuff that Molly's covering right now, right over there. I'll try to get better pics of it.
New Hampshire is putting up such a fight right now. We're less than a half a mile away from Maine, and I will never forget this last half mile. It's really tough. Tell me how you're feeling.
I feel happy and excited.
I noticed you haven't even stepped foot in Maine yet.
I have not. No, I'm saving it. Yeah. You want to walk? You want to get a video of me stepping foot in Maine?
Yes, I would love to get a video of you stepping foot in Maine.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Okay, I'm excited. Who's ready?
You got it.
Yep, I did it. First step in Maine, man. Hi.
Now we can officially say that we've walked from Georgia to Maine.
To put into perspective, this is the first mile of Maine. This is the trail. Is this even a trail? I don't know. So if you can see, we came from those planks right there, came up from that forest right there. It's really cool to see how much progress we've made so far. Whew. Time to keep going up. Okay, so we are going up over Goose Eye Mountain. I think we are going over the west peak right now, and now we're heading to the east. Very beautiful. Maine is already drop dead gorgeous. It is super windy out today. You can probably hear it. It is making it chilly because this is not tank top weather anymore, but I'm still in my tank top. Sorry, Mom. Okay, it was only 0.1 to the west summit, but we didn't do it. I know, should have taken it, but the east summit is like right on trail. We also took that Blue Blaze to the airplane crash later this morning. We're still trying to do like 7.5 miles today, plus Mahoosuc Notch, which is very notorious, and we'll talk about that in a second. But let us get to East Goose Eye Mountain. So many mountain names. Those were absolutely stunning. Those took me by surprise like crazy. I wasn't even expecting to have a nice view. We are now going over North Goose Eye Mountain. We have a little bit of a down, but what's really nice is Maine has built a lot of planks to help not make your knees hurt as much, but my knees are still on fire. So just finished lunch, and now we are about 3 miles away from the start of Mahoosuc Notch. Mahoosuc Notch is known as the longest mile on the AT.
Not even a whole mile, it's 0.8.
Yeah, it's only 0.8, but you're just kind of weaving your way in between boulder fields, and I don't even know. So we're just gonna see what it looks like on film. You're gonna see it in a few seconds. But apparently it takes people about 2 hours to do, and usually we could get a mile done in about 25 to 30 minutes. So
Should be fun.
And we're ending our day with it, so let's go. All right, we are starting the longest mile on the AT, Mahoosuc Notch. It's currently 5:08 p.m. We somehow pushed this off to the last part of our day because we hate ourselves. And let's see how fast we can get through this. Apparently it takes people 2 hours, so let's see. If they are right, we will be done with this 1 mile at 7:08 p.m.
AT through hiker machine.
I did it.
Okay, hey everybody, we made it through Mahoosuc Notch. It took us an hour and 10 minutes. We literally just set up our tent right as soon as it ended. There's stealth spots right here. Figures. There's stealth spots on both sides of Mahoosuc Notch. We're gonna have about a 7 miler into Bethel tomorrow. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was definitely fun. I injured my foot, but that's okay. I will be fine. I just bruised it up. I am very tired and very hungry, and that's probably why I'm not making much sense right now. I felt like I had something else to say to you guys. I'm sorry if there wasn't much footage. There probably wasn't any footage going through it. it was starting to rain and we were kind of freaking out because it is some awkward maneuvering through it, and the rock slabs are not very textured through that section, so we didn't want to slip and slide through that mile. We'll catch you guys early in the morning. We're losing daylight fast, especially since we are like in between two mountains right now. Yeah, we'll just see you guys in the morning. I already said what we are doing. Good night, guys.
Okay, good morning everybody. It is currently raining outside, 7 a.m. and we got 7 miles to do to get into Bethel, Maine. So we got to get up over Mahoosuc Arm, up over Old Speck, and then all the way down to Grafton Notch. So let's hit it. Okay, so Mahoosuc Arm, I thought it was just going to be really steep. It's a lot of technical climbing over stuff, and everything's wet because it rained a little bit, so slow moving, but we'll get through it.
Mahoosuc Arm is kicking my butt. Mahoosuc Arm is kicking my butt. I'm so happy we didn't do it yesterday. I can't even imagine doing Mahoosuc Notch and then trying to climb this. It's not just steep, it's technically hard, like you're jamming your foot into different rocks. And I already injured my foot yesterday, so it's not feeling much better right now. We're about 0.3 to the top. I don't know if Molly said that or not, but after this, we have Old Speck, so it shouldn't be that much more of climbing today, but definitely over it. I'm ready to clean up and be in a hotel room.
All right, made it to the top of Mahoosuc Arm. We're completely in a cloud. What else is new? But still really cool. Nice, that was fun. Just in case anyone wants to know how deep some of this mud is, oh my God. Wow.
Okay, so we are making our final descent. We have about a mile to the bottom. Honestly, it was not bad at all. I thought this was gonna be a really nasty descent. It's been fine. Not steep really at all. The only thing I do have to complain about is that it shows that it's just going down the entire time, but we are going up and we've gone up a few times. So Maine, what are you doing?
Okay, so I think we're about a mile to a mile and a half from the parking lot. The sun came up, which is really awesome. So it's of course sunny and clear now, as opposed to when we were on top of the mountain where we should have gotten the view, but you can't get them all. We are going to a hiker-friendly motel. They're actually picking us up for free, which is awesome. So thank you to this motel. It's the West Bethel Motel. Yeah, and we're gonna do laundry, shower, resupply, and rest our feet for half the day before we get back out tomorrow.
I can see Russia from my house. Yep.
All right, guys, we made it down to Grafton Notch. It is so beautiful. It turned out to be the most beautiful day in the world. This is bizarre, but I'm not complaining. We're just waiting on our ride now. I think we're gonna end the episode here. We were honestly low-key supposed to end it at the Maine border, but that's okay. You got to see the first like 15 miles of Maine. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to keep going through our last state. Can't wait to make it to Katahdin. If you guys liked it, make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, guys, let's trek together.